どうも皆さん、なおやんです。今回はホグワーツレガシー続きやっていきたいと思います。で、コンティニュー。さあ、今回クエストをどんどんやっていきましょう。こちらですね。まずは、前回と一緒で呪文を覚えてメインクエストを今日ダメだな口メインクエストをやっていこうと思います。まずこれリターンというマダムホガワのとこに戻りたいと思います。マップからホグワーツマップ、そしてここベルタワーからここかな、トラベル入り口があれどこだっけ、あ、ここだ。はい、ここだ。
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
はい、ラスト。技。アレストモメンタム。アレストモメンタムは throws both objects and enemies, giving you extra time to plan your next move. スローモーションにかけれると転がってきたのをスローモーションで止めたりとか。スローモーション。
Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much
Arresto
as...
Momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
アレストモメンタム。アレストモメンタム。
Well done. You are on your way.
Accio.
Mastering Arresto
Leviosa.
Momentum.
ガーディアンレビオサ。なんで
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
なんでだ、ウィンガーディムレビオサどこで使ってるじゃん。なんでだ。
Arresto Momentum.
アレストメンタム。ありがとう、小川先生。リンクできる。
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
We all need a bit of luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as trials for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
That's awful. I'm not sure what that is.
What is Felix Felicis? A potion?
Also known as liquid luck. And
Liquid
it is
luck.
illegal in all wizarding sports. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well.
こんなポーションもあるんだ。
And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her. Tell them what she'd done.
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
そんなことがあったんだね。リキッドラック、運を高めるポーションがあって、それで騙されたみたいな。知らなかったけど、好んで、知った時には、ああ、なんてことをしてしまったんだって小川先生は思ったんだ。自分の自信をなくすんだね、それで。Next, grow and harvest flu weed. Acquire all these combat plants and use them simultaneously. これ読めるようにしとこう。simultaneously. はい。Secret Rooms から Room of Requirements って自分の部屋っていうか内装を変えましたこんな感じでね内装を変え
Dick
て
thinks
夜に
you should be
して
proud of all the potions you've brewed.
こっちが解放されたんでこっちも内装変えておきましたすごいよね広い作れるものがいっぱい増えますねこれで置ける場所がいっぱい増えますまあ端っこに詰めた感じで置いてますがどこだっけなこれがブラックスウィードかなで acquire all 3 combat plants and use them だからこの123っていうのも全部使えばいいってことじゃあちょっと森の方に行ってみましょう敵を探しに行くためにワールドマップからこの辺でいいかな
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
いるね敵が
Revelio!
ああしゃっくりがこいつみたいに使うのもなーとか思ったけどまあいいかはい危ねまずはこれからあれそしてポイントでそして
Sega!
人間に逆らうなどまだまだよ。
Arresto momentum.
Arresta momentum.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
OK、これでReturn to Professor Garlic って書いてあるね。その前にクエスト全部これもやってしまう。 Attend Divination class during the day。 これ行けばいいんだね。ここにディセンドが覚える。まずはこっちかな。during the day とまあ日中にならないといけないのかな。ここだからグリーンハウスね。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Young friend, hi. Old friend. どこだっけ？先生、ガーリック先生。ガーリック先生、そっちか。ああ。ずぶ濡れ。ガーリック先生。どうも。
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
フリペンダーはどんな技や？
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice...
フリペンド。を flips objects and enemies upwards and backwards. With its short cooldown, it is excellent for setting up and extending juggles. Its ability to flip objects instantly is useful for solving puzzles and exploiting certain enemies' weakness.
Welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just
Flipendo.
look at that. You're a natural.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Flipendo.
なるほど。電気で。
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps later.
Not to worry. I'll be here if you'd like to talk.
Oh yeah. で、next. Professor Organize Assignment でしょ。attend divination class during the day. Beast class これは関係ない。divination class とはどこだ？ Beast class でしょ。ビルタワーがあって、あ、でも表示されてるわ。やってしまった。ライブラリーマニアックスかな。ここかな。 あ、これね、ディメーションクラス。占いのどこやったかな。
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
占いのやつか。はいはいはい。懐かしいかもしれない。先生。あ、出た。ちゃんのやつ。はい。
I hope those assignments were
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I see power.
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your
実
targets.
践度ですね。あ、what? Oh no.
You have it.
実践度。
Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
トレーニングダミー。実践度どこだ？ディフィンドでしょ？あれ？どこだ？あれどんなやつだったっけ？どんなあれマークしてたっけ？あれれれれ？インセンディオ、コンフィンゴ、ディフィンド。あれれれれ？あれ？どれだ？ディセンドでパルソ実践、あ、これか、実践度。There is no direct damage. No direct damage なんだ。But objects and enemies that are slammed to the ground will suffer considerable impact damage. インパクトダメージがあると。どっかにぶつけて、そのインパクトのダメージを与える。Airborne enemies will take even greater damage upon hitting the ground. 浮いてる敵に対してこれをやると下にドーンってなるんだ。じゃあそうね、 レビ要素と組み合わせると強いんじゃないかな。まず単体でディッセンド。あー、顔面からいくね。で、ウィンガーディウムレビオーサを使って浮かせながらディッセンド。レビオーサディッセンド。
At some point, you
あ、
must
あれ
stop
そんな感じ。
caring and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
ダメか。普通でもいけそうやな。will suffer the zero impact damage. Airborne enemies will take even greater damage upon hitting the ground. ああ、エアボーンエネミズでも、まあ、グレーターダメージが入るってことか。ダメージ入ってるんだね。ディセンド。あーち。他なかったっけ？あ、そっか。アクシオか。アクシオ。アキオ。ディセンド。まあまあまあ、ちょっと。としては弱いけどダメージは入ってるみたいです。はい、じゃあメインの方やっていきましょう。さあ、アラフォモラが覚えれるらしいのでこれをやっていきましょう。 The Caretakers Lunar Lamp 合ってるかなCaretakersこうか。あ、鼻かゆ。くしゃみ出そう。はい。噛みます。はい、すいません。あ、はい。どうも。グラドウィン・ムーン。
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
ずっと気になってたその一つ。
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue.
Collect コミガイズじゃあデミガイズそうだデミガイズって言うんだデミガイズも
Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will. which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I would be happy to help.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Aラホモラ, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
はい、アラホモーラ来ました。やったー、アラホモーラ。ハーマイオニーは1年の時から使ってたぞ。アラホモーラ。
Aloha Mora.
なんだこれ、なんだこれ。Use O and R to move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. あ、赤の点が動かせるぞ。で、左が動かせるぞ。で、チカチカチカチカチカチカチ。何が動いてるんだ？until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. なんか、動いてる。動いてる動いてる。でなんだ、どこで止めればいいんだこれは。動いた。動かせればいいのか。
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
Okay. これが必要ですね。ここは
Hello, Hamora.
動いた。はいはいはいピックアップ。ディアミラボエルラベル。白い。
Revelio.
泥棒だね。泥棒だね。あ、ここにもあるね。こっちはプロフェッサー・フィック先生。誰からミニスター・フォー・マジック。おお、魔法省の人。フィック先生がいて。なんか謝ってんね。レスポンス。まあいいや。後でここレベル2。レベル2っていうのは何だ？気合じゃなくて、タレントで上げることができるのか？スティルス。Effect that can impact nearby enemies。ああ、2体同時にいけるんだ、これ。Reduced。The ability to defect you is reduced。あ、まあ、使いにくいですよ、というか。Last moment has the same effect as the cards of enemies。カスが。呪いがつけれる。フリペンド has the same effect as a curse of enemies。フリペンドも呪いがつけれる。おお、満員攻撃だね。他はコア。うわー、すごいこれ。Stipify deals direct damage on impact。うおー、Perfect Protect releases a damaging blast that breaks enemies' shield。シールドも壊せるんや。これは強いね。でもなかったね。レベル2とかどこにあるんだろう。アラホモラの強化。キャスティングレベリオ使ってくださいね。赤いのが見えますよ。敵ですよ。ということで。マチルダ・ウィーズリーが書いてるね。なんでこんなところ置いてんの？ますね。あー、ルアーか。ちょっと待って。目的地は上か。あ、こっちダメか。まずこれやろう。 した。あ逃した。うわ焦った。ここあくそなかなか難しいな。おいダメだダメだ難しい。ああこれが一番難しい。オッケーゲッツこっちに行っといて。
Revelio.
上は
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
先生とし
Is
た。
that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
上に行くのかな。よし。すごい髪の毛。ホスピタルウィング。
Revelio.
違うか。よしよしよし。行って行って行って。
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio.
ここバースルームなの。しかも鍵閉まってるのに3人中おるし。どういうこっちゃ。
For rebellion.
Aloha Mora.
来た。緑がここ。赤がここ。よし。
Goblins alone. Troll.
クワクワクフェルダー。
I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 health
い
points.
や気づかん
You
の
know you
か
can't do
い
that.
すごいなこれバスルームすごい王様のやつやここどうちょっと待ってこっち来るこっち来るちょっと待ってやばいミスター
I
What
know
the?
some students thinking they can simply go anywhere uninvited.
Go. こっからかよ。走れるのか。 でも立ってることになったから、先生おらん。
Revelio.
Jewel encrusted turtle's shell. すごいね。ジュエルがすごい。タートルのためのコール。わそっちに行ってこい。
That you are to be remanded at once.
グリフィンドープロテクト。よしよし。走れ走れ。この上か。左はどうなってる。すごいね。違うそっち。そっちに行ってください。へっ、バカだ。
Revelio.
バカ。目的地が左だから、そっちに。
On account of my venomous tentaculars.
Ah, garlic sensei.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Blacken is best,
Ah.
but
Ah.
that
Minai.
terribly disappoints
めっ
about
ちゃガン見してくる。めっちゃガン見してくる。
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm part of the Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
No. No.
What was what?
I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport. In
よし。Turn the demigods moon to Gladwin. To Gladwin.
rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
ないね。こっちか。すごい足音立ててるけど。
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
I'll be glad to help.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there?
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
What will I get for helping your father?
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alah Homora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Factory towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
またこの人から覚えれんのか、パワー4。
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this.
Okay. Mission complete. Quest complete. Next. Beasts class. これでビーストになるのかな？なるじゃなくて、ビースト乗れるのかな？ビーストになるのはあれや。シリスブラック。はい。誰が担当してんやろこの時代は。ピースクラス。ハリーの時はハグリッドやしな。すいません、ここで過ごしてたら遅れました。
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
The beast petting blush is used to natural magical beasts. Natural だってるかなtap 右 and then assign the beast petting blush to your spell set. あ、できた。これをはい、違う。はい。でブラッシング。よし。
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Beast feed? 鹿の糞みたいな。ベーストフード。あー、食べなーって。あー、こういうことだよね。ベーストフード。食べな。
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Neasels.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Crucio.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
Come on.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Speak with Professor Horby.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Beast makes me happy. I enjoyed it.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Thank you.
Over here. Come on.
What? What? どうした?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Sounds intriguing.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Okay. Go with Poppy.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Beast is ready to be. 壁だ。いいね。いい子だ。じゃあね。ほら待て。
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
さない。
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
ヒッポグリフ飼いならしてるね。
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
バウンする。お辞儀。バウ。バウ。はい。
I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
She was brilliant.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Oh, that sounds suspicious.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
Would be good to investigate.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Quest complete, base class. ポッピーと仲良くなってますね。いいですね。ポッピー。 さんなんか調査するみたいですな。いやー、この橋ね、誰だっけ、名前忘れた。爆弾で壊してたもんな。ハーリーポッターの死の秘宝パート2ではあ、すごいね。ここないんだね。V 字になってる。そう、滝になってるんだ、この下。へえ。向こうは電車か。はあ、はあはあ、あそこあれだ、確かフクロウの休むとこだっけ。フクロウのタワー、いいね。さあ次、 The Helm of Arknot でパルソがレベル上がるの。Speak to 09 the three broomsticks on. じゃあホグズミート。
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
I'm glad to hear it.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
What have you heard about Ranrock and Rookwood?
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
I worried about Rookwood.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
強い人だよね。Thank you.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Watch your back. 気をつけてね。Look for Lodgok at the Hog's Head Inn って書いてある。Hog's Head.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You two are meet.
おお、蹴飛ばしたね。どんな話してんの？そこかな？
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
すごい。い
Can I help you with something?
ただきます。あ、いた。
Hello, Lodgok. Sorona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Shouldn't trust me.
Sorona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sorona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
This sounds like a trap.
If I retrieve the relic, how do I know you'll tell me the truth about what Ranrock says?
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Witch's tomb.
Revelio!
後ろか。Mounted Hog's Head. Hog ってそっか。イノシシのこと？さあ、near the witch's tomb.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkot.
これ。
Witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
あれ、動きがおかしい。敵がいるな。
Revelio.
生き物か。そこ、タコは。どこに連れて行くんだ。走り出した瞬間こっち向いた。走るみたいな。今走る？あ、ここ来たことある。なんだ。
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Tomb. Oh,
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, Do you have any questions?
Why this helmet valuable?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Do you know why Ranrock is walking with Rookwood?
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
What might I encounter in the tomb?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
Okay.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please.
ショートカット変えましょうね。何がいいかな。ファイヤー。そして、アクシオ。どうなんだろうな。アレストモメンタム。リペンド。いや、これで。エンター。あ、長押しか。
Revelio.
何があるかな、何があるかな。
It's sealed. Moths. Curious.
Your slots are full. マジか。28分の28。乗ってきてやがったな。66 Increase Chinese shopping cabbage. 上の来たね。中身はいや、この辺壊していっか。素材が手に入るとこないんかな。デストロイ。こんな感じかな。で、コンペアを変えまー。コンペアじゃない。さっきのに戻しましょう。いいね。さあ、もう取れなくなってるね。ルーモスが必要か。
ルーモス。
はい、おいでー。はい。Open Sesame.
Merlin's beard. Revelio. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos.
こんなもんかな。まずは一つ、二つ、
Lumos. Revelio.
大丈夫かな。
Lumos.
戻しましょう。
Lumo, I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
いるね。
Accio.
違う。あれ、何してたっけ、右。デバルスか。Oh no! 見つかっちまったぜ。この人たちはに弱いから、コンフリンゴをこっちに持ってこよう。
Confringo. These very are horrible.
Confringo.
Revelio.
近づけないだろ
う。Revelio.
上には行ける。まあ行けないか。一つこれは
Lumos.
一つ二つ
Revelio.
ここにあるな。無理か。ああ、なるほどね。
Lumos.
お一方こちらへ。どういうことだ。 Come
Lumos.
with me.
Revelio. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious.
なんか宝ねえかな。デパルソ
Revelio.
ここを上りの押し出しの ゲームテーブル。
Revelio.
ああ、でも持ってこればいいのか。ウィンガーディアムレビオーサを装着するときが来た。ウィンガーディアムレビオーサ。
Wingardium Leviosa.
カモン、カモン、カモン。違うよ。で、あれあれれれれ。で、あ、なんか。
Down I go. No other way.
全然違った。上見てたらなんか落ちたぞ。ここ下行きます。
おお。
あお。
Revelio.
ここに行けんのとこっちに行けるのかな。あ、なんかある。引っ張るやから。
Incendio. Accio.
ぐるっと回ってきましたな。ショートカットになってて、で、あの上のやつ必要なのかな、こっちに。What? もうそんなに来やが。もうちょっとインベントリーの数比増やしてもらった方が。あー、やっぱ必要だね。上のやつ持ってこよう。
Wingardium Leviosa.
あ、消えたぞ。
Revelio.
ダメですか？出張でき
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
した。あー、消えるか。あ、ダメか。じゃあ違うな。違いましたね。少しお待ちください。目つぶし。あ、いた。keep two enemies airborne. OK。ね。あれ？違う。ほら。あ、いた。あ、いた。レビオーソ。あ、でも、2エネミーズか。あ、いた。死んじゃう。2エネミーズだから、こうして、あ、難しい。あいつはどうだったでしょう。いた。あー、難しい。いや。あー、グイー。5秒間2体か。 気にせんとこ。
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Potato!
合わないんだ。
Incendio!
痛い。
Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Potato!
まだかよ。
Incendio! Depulso! Confringo!
あれあ、いた。あれ操作方法がままなってないっていうかダメだな。ディフィンド、ディセンド、
Confringo! Descendo! Arresto Momentum! Depulso! Protego! Defendo! Confringo! Levioso! Descendo!
Stop! Blanca!
Depulso! Defendo! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso!
そっちじゃない。
Accio!
さらばです。
Incendio!
背高。
Confringo! Incendio!
あー、ミスった。
Confringo! Accio! Incendio!
ミスった。
Confringo!
休まいのよ。
Revelio!
ここにもあるな。どうしよう。どうしよう。
Lumos!
こっちにもあるな。これでここが上がって登りなさい。あれ登ってくれないの。もう一回。あともう一回。
Lumos!
下に下ろそうか、これを。
This looks even more complex.
あれ止まってくれないんですか。 まあいいや、ちょっと探索してみましょう。こっちにもあるな。ここに持っていこないといけないでしょ。あ、これが浮いてるから。はいはいはいはい。ほっ、つかみなさい。この奥がはい、宝物売りたいのに売れない。弱いんかーい。まずは一つ二つで、あと一つがあと一つこれか。最後これどうするかやな。ルーモスで来い。いや、ああ、どうしよっかな。
Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
4つ目のやつあったっけ。
Lumos. Revelio.
ああ、そこだ。あるんじゃないか。
Lumos. Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Revelio.
Archan. これは Yes。 お、すごい。帰っていったわ。え、なんでこっちから別の入り口じゃなくて。
Lodgok. The sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
Well,
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Recover the helmet from the thieves.
others. Aloha Mora.
助けてやるよ。よし。
Revelio.
敵1、2、3、4。トロールだな。Ow!
You've made a great mistake.
The battle without using a
You're going to regret that.
なんかめっちゃ来た。
I'll check your pockets after you're dead. You die for that. Expulso! Become personal. Expulso!
Expulsion.
Expulso! Look what you've done!
So, Flipper throws a cloud into its face. フリペンドを使えと。フリペンド。Complete the battle without using aポーションを使わず勝っているでしょ。あ、無理か。トローズクラウブから多分どこだ。これを使ってから。来いよ。おっち。ミスター。あれ。スティックファイ。難しい。どうやったらいいんだ。
Revelio.
ギアは現在28マックス。お、これがもらえるのか。チェックついてね。で、recover the helmet from the seals。
Revelio. That's it.
That's it.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Revelio.
Ah.
The pulse.
You will pay for your deed.
早っ。もう誰だ。あれれれれれれ。
Revelio.
空を行けばいいのだよ。
mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It's
It
stunning.
looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Quest complete. The Helm of Art God. 読めない。はい、Next Quest 123クリアした。The Man Behind the Moon アラホモーラ2、アラホモーラ3が開放できんじゃん。これを集めると。なるほどね。メインクエストは全部クリアしましたが。
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Blasting curse.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
他は
I've not heard from my
ま
Uncle
だあるね。
Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
What どうしよっかな。メインミッションに行ってもいいが、ちょっと待ってね、確認させてもらおう。ここまでにしようかな。Meet with Deke, meet Sebastian in Feld Court. Conjunction Spellcraft でしょこれが In the shadow of the estate. I promised Sebastian I would meet him in Feld Craft.He hopes meeting a new student will bring some cheer to his sister Anne. But something ominous is happening in Feldcraft. これやろうか。これやって終わろうかな。Conjunction Spellcraft。微妙だな。スペルクラフトってなんだっけ。まあクラフトだしなでしょう。コンジュラクションなんか新しいクラフトの素材がゲットできる。どうか。さあファーストトラベルでどこだやつは。ホグスピート、ホグワーツか。これじゃなくて、ウエスト、ハイライト、ワールドマップか。ここ。ここか。とりあえずここまで飛ぼうか。 向こうか。まだ1000。さあ楽しんでください、この空の旅を。わあ、すごい荒れ地みたい。ダンジョンか。売りたいんよな。売りたいんだよ、ギアを。
I've always said.
なんか乗れるとこないかな。バルーンがあるね。上か。ここだ。
This place has seen better days.
Who's that? Such arrogance.
Levioso. Levioso.
Why don't you come on?
Incendio.
Da.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Not the necessary. For the coward.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
いたいた。売ります売ります。プリアこんなとこまでいいの？
Hello. Do you have anything for...
Hello.
あ、違う。
I'm
全然違
Priya
うしてて。
What do you have
教えてくださいと。
Let's have a look, shall we?
売ります売ります。
I didn't think I'd be the one doing the buying.
ダメ。ゲットしたなんかトークンっていうかはめ込むやつってどうやって僕にはめ込むんだろう。無理なのかな。
You won't be disappointed, I can promise you that. So nice of you to stop by.
Thank you.
Revelio.
上か。おお。今の初めてやったぞ。落として。
Revelio.
ここか。上にあるな。ここか。あー、楽。落としたのはなんだ？ああ、これか。
あ。
はい。売ります。
Let's have a look, shall we? So nice of you to stop by.
かあるな。
Revelio.
これはインベスティゲート。なんだこれは。あ、はい。次はあ、こっち。はい。あ。
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
なんだか書いてあったな。コレクションセントなんとかって書いてあるな。なるほどね。たどるだけでいいんだね。
I long for a bacon and mushroom stew.
先にファストトラベル。よいしょ。来たよ。
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things.
Enjoy the view.
Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Uncle.
This way.
Okay. 連れてって。あ、ダメだ。ほうきでついていこうとした
Feldcroft
ら。
used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone
Rebellion.
stays out of sight.
移動だね。The Feldcroft will.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Knock knock.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
So.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not
anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can try.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I wish you will great. You will be great.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Sure there's something.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
He's trying to do what's right.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Well, you know,
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
alright.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
I won't rest.
Confringo. Accio.
いた。
Incendio.
どうしましたか？はい。
Let's get this.
Leviosa.
Rather unwise coming back this way. You've made your last mistake.
I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
Confringo. Accio.
I'm on.
Incendio. Leviosa.
Is that it?
で、あいた
Should have known better than to take me on.
カウンターできなかった。ちゃんとプロテを使っていこう。
Quietly now. Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. Petrificus totalis.
Is that the best you can do?
お、なんでや。
Confringo. Accio.
Go.
Confringo. Incendio. Accio.
Get away with that.
何をされている。
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
You've made your last mistake. One less human.
Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo.
もう邪魔だ。邪魔だ。
Accio. Confringo. Leviosa.
One less human. No!
Stupid one.
Accio. Incendio.
How nice of you to stop by.
Come on. あ、
Confringo.
Why can't I hit you?
Oh, little moon calf.
Accio.
Not quite.
Incendio. Confringo.
I confess,
強。
that was a bit more than I
オープニング
bargained
とイン
for.
センド強いな。
I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
To kill for no reason.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her. which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
What?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago.
Lived
But
here
that's all I ever heard.
once. あ、これに住んでいたっていうか、ここに住んでいたってことかな。だから家があるってことか。
Revelio.
なんだあれは。
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Which 側は上にあるのは違うのか。
Revelio.
あそこまで行くと違うな。まだ上に見つけれてないものがあるのか。あ、あれか。
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
なんかあるね。
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
これはなんだ。
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
こんな景色見たことあるかな。あ、もしかしてあれプロフェッサーが来てたところ、あの昔の人ら。
Revelio.
他にはなんかあった。井戸だ、井戸。そうだ、井戸があったね。そこにも。
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key.
You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, 地下室がある。
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
It is my second week in the camp. We arrive each day, the Muggle doctors and even some of our own killers are doing all that they can for them. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. プラーグはあれ、疫病ですね。その一人は、プラーグから生き残った。are forever damaged by their loss. ロス、失ったものによって、永遠に苦しめられた。A fever may pass. 熱は過ぎ去り。The skin may mend かな MEND かな and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. 熱すぎてスキンはまあマシになったけど、まあdevastating ってなんだ devastating sorrow が残った。なんだ、ちょっと調べよう。英語の勉強です。devastating 習ったことあるかな。 devastating は壊滅的なとか荒廃させる。ソロ悲しみ、ソロ悲しみか。まあ壊滅的な悲しみ、まあとても大きい悲しみが残ったみたいな。I saw a man much like my father who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. 一人の男の人を見た、ファザーのような much like 年かな。お父さんの年年齢の人がいたみたいな。Who had lost a child. 子供を亡くしていた彼は。I couldn't bear it. bear ってなんだっけ。感情的なことやったよな。I bear はクマじゃないよ。クマでもあるし動詞ですな。動詞のbear。bear の語源は耐えるか。感情を抱くか。クマのベアは動詞のベアから来てるみたい。ベアの語源は重みに耐えて運ぶです。そこから発展して動詞のベアには耐える、産む、身をつける、身につける、感情を抱く、振る舞うなど様々な意味があります。そうなんだ。私はそれに感情を抱かなかったなんだ。I longed 望んだやったかな。long to give him some shred of relief。リリーフのシュレッドってなんだ。 一部かな。シュレッド。祭壇か。そうだよね。いくつかの破片とか断片、リーフの断片を与えることを望んだみたいな。じゃあ、望んだ。ロングって望むよな。絶望するか。I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of the torment. トーメントってなんだ？トーチャーのこと？なんか苦しみとか。彼らのトーメント、苦しみやね、苦しめる。to rid them of their torment が彼らの、苦しみを取り除くってことですね。I have the power to help. 彼らの、気持ちを助ける、力を持っていたんだね。で、助けようとした。
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I travel here to learn. 学ぶために来た。But I long to help. 絶望した。助けることを説明した。My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal. And I am the one preventing it from doing so. なんだろう。和訳するのめんどくさいな。なんとなくは理解できる。Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret? Will I forever regret not having done more? 一生後悔し続けるのかみたいな感じか。I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache か。まあ、heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio.
他には Explore the cellar. 天井を調べる。What?
Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
これ望みのやつ、望みの鏡、これただの鏡。
I know it sounds strange, but
honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps Perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Enter the undercroft.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
なんだこれは。
Anything helpful in the note?
Show the note to Sebastian.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
すごい発見をしたね。まさかヒストリアルの地下の鏡からここに繋がってるとは。ホグワーツのとこやろここ。
Revelio.
わーお。で失礼します。いや、ここで終わりましょう。はい。今回はね、いろいろ、呪文も学んで、メインクエスト、やしてきました。アラホモーラも使えるようになって、多分、いけるとこは増えると思います。で、新しいね、発見もありまして、セバスチャンの妹さんのアンが、無事ね、呪いから救えることを祈ります。祈るというか、まあ、自分たちが頑張っていこうと思いますって感じか。はい。で、今回はここまでにします。セバスチャンもね、カメラの方を向いてください。見てくださった皆さんありがとうございます。じゃあ、またね。